Good morning everybody, happy Sunday. I hope Sunday is treating you well. Here I am. Just put my little pinny on. I know I'm looking a little bit, how should we say, relaxed. Today it's just really warm and I've got my sweat kind of top on and my shorts, and when I finish this I'll be back out in the garden, and yeah, so it's just hot. Anyway, good morning. I've done all the dishes. My daughter came downstairs and made herself a lovely meal and left everything. So I've done all that. What we're going to do today, there's two things we're going to be doing today. The first thing is that I'm going to show you how to make this really lovely salad with my most favourite vegetable. And then secondly, we'll be coming back and we'll be doing our bug. So day 3 of our Rebena bug. So we're going to start here. Now, my favourite vegetable, if you ask my children what my favourite vegetable is, they will tell you by far it is beetroot. This beetroot I grew from my garden and I harvested. I love beetroot, absolutely love it, have always loved it, can just eat it. So I was really excited about growing my own beetroot and then being able to prepare it. This salad that I'm going to show you, it's a little bit different from originally, but you'll get the gist of it. This is like a beetroot salad that my mother would always make during summer. So summer, on her table, for dinner or lunch, there would always be a bowl of beetroot. And I think this salad the idea she got from is when she worked in Europe. So my mother worked in Europe for 20 years, and I think this is probably where that comes from. Now my mother is no longer with us. It's really important that we still prepare some of her favourite dishes, because my mother was the most incredible cook, and so we teach the next generation, teach everybody else how to cook and prepare food. There's a couple of things why I started growing my own vegetables. One of them was through necessity. I am a single mother of 2 children, and I just simply couldn't afford. My grocery bills were huge, my bills were huge. I took a couple of years out of my career and focused really kind of on my own wellness and also on my children. And during that time, I love cooking. And through necessity, I started just growing vegetables. It started with lettuce. I've got a very small area in Wellington, where I live in Lyell Bay, so it's a metropolitan kind of area, city out in the suburbs, but still very small space. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So every year my garden gets bigger and bigger, and it's fantastic. I love to share my produce. So these beetroot came out of the garden, and what I did yesterday is when I harvested them, I just boiled them. I boiled them until they were like a potato, you know, when you put something through there and you can get to the end. So I've got that. I'm going to just turn you down so you can see everything that I'm going to prepare. Don't like you looking at my tummy, but that's okay. Okay, so what I've got here is I've got a red onion, and I'm going to put everything into this bowl. But firstly, I just want to finely chop just some of this. Now, the other thing is I do not like food wastage. So I will try and use as much food. I do not like wasting food. So this red onion was in the fridge, and I thought, actually, you know what? I'm going to chop it up and I'm going to pop it in the salad. I can't remember if my mum put onion in here, but I love onion with beetroot. And I have to tell you people, this is not a salad to make and prepare and eat if you're going to kiss somebody. So this is not a date. This is not for date night. So we'll put some red onion in here. Then I've got some garlic. This is fresh New Zealand garlic. So it's still really nice and soft. And just a couple of cloves. Well, actually, to taste. I love garlic. I don't know if, well, I don't have a boyfriend, but I don't know if the person that I'm going to be kissing, well, I'm not kissing anybody today, unless you would like to smell garlic. So if you have got someone that you love very much and you're making this a date night, make sure they love garlic as well. So we put that into our bowl. So we've just got our beetroot now to go in there. So this is actually the first time I have actually prepared beetroot from the garden. Well, I've roasted it, but this is the first time I've done this. So I've got big chunky pieces. I don't want it to be all. I don't want it to be all tender and tiny. I want it to be like me, big and full of life. So my garlic, so my beetroot, this beetroot I planted before Christmas, and the other beetroot that I had, that I put in probably about a week or so ago. So I think those bigger ones probably could have done with a little bit more cooking, but that's okay. You know what? Every day you learn something more, something different. Oh, perfect. Are you watching me, people? My kids don't really like beetroot. My son doesn't mind it, but I don't know, my daughter doesn't like it. It's really, sometimes you know, make these beautiful meals and they just don't want to eat it, and it's just too sad to argue. But then I realised that one day, when they're cold and freezing on a Sunday morning in their little student flat somewhere in Somewheresville, they're going to miss me. And they're going to miss the beautiful food that I prepared for them, that they thought every mother made. I'm just washing my hands. So that's kind of exactly what it is, what it is. And you can put some salt in there and pepper. But kind of what you really want to do is you want to let it all infuse. And how do we do that? Okay, we do that by just popping just a little bit of olive oil in there. And I also want to have it, so this is extra virgin olive oil. And I also want to give it a little bit of a kick. So I'm going to put some balsamic vinegar in there. And now what you do is you want that to steep. So you want that to steep so all the flavours infuse. And that's my mother's beetroot salad. What you can put with that, oh sorry, hope it's not making you dizzy. What you can put with that is you could put feta cheese in there with salad greens, and it's just lovely. It's really nice. It's probably what I'm going to have with it tonight. with my dinner, stuffed into a pita bread or something like that. But it's a beautiful, yummy, yummy summer salad. That is delish. Absolutely delish. So that's fantastic. Now I will pop that recipe up and then I will come back and we will start working on day 3 of our rewena bug. Look at that. This little baby is rocking and rolling. Thank you, gorgeous people, for watching. Ka kite.